This is Real Life Live, and we're back. And we're going to talk about something this Friday night that we want to talk about that went down in Florida. Okay, this is kind of like a personal thing, and we're going to talk about the Adelman case here. Okay, this is a family. Uh, Basically, this is about a marriage that went sideways, or really started off sideways. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the thing. We're gonna try to break it down as quickly as possible here. We're talking about the Adelman case, the family of Donald, Donna, Harvey, Charlie, and Wendy Adelson. Okay, that's the family, and they have another son. Okay, but he's not in the picture. Okay, so and so this is a personal, a whole personal matter here, but it turned into a murder. So that's what we're talking about. Okay, now what happened was Wendy, she married Dan Markle. Okay, and you know they were married, but there was some friction there. Okay, there was a lot of friction between the Adelmans, basically her mother. Okay, really, Donna Adelson. Okay, and by the way, she just got arrested. That's why this is hot. She got arrested a couple of nights ago. She's being charged with conspiracy to commit murder. You know, they were all in it. Okay, let's. I'm gonna say what it is right now. They were all in it. Okay, the whole family. Dad, though, he was kind of. I think he was just kind of laying back and not really had a lot to do with it, but he didn't stop it. Okay, so there we go. And the problem was that Grandma Donna didn't like Dan Markle. You know, it was something about Wendy's husband. You know, it was religion. I don't know what it was. It was personal though. She just didn't like this guy. So I guess this is the way I'm looking at it. She probably went to her son one day. Hey, son, or Wendy, Dan's wife, because they weren't getting along. You know, it might have been personal. Who knows? Okay, so they all, hey, they all talked about it. Here we go. All right, so Wendy one day she goes, I'm not happy with all this, and then mom, she didn't like Dan anyway, Well, I don't know, blah blah blah. So one thing led to another. Then here comes Charlie. He's there, sis, what's going on with him? He didn't like Dan either. Charlie Addison, he didn't like him. So they all had a thing for this guy. So one day, hey, they talking. One thing leads to another, and they try to plot, or they set up Dan Markle for a murder. Okay, because here's the thing. Wendy, she wanted a divorce. Okay, so what she wanted to do, she wanted to take the kids and move closer to the family. Okay, all right, but she didn't do it right, you know. And Dan Markle, he was working. He comes home, and she done moved out, took the kids. So uh, everything went, kind of off there. Okay, so then what he didn't know though, he had got set up because Charlie, he had a girlfriend, and this is where I'm gonna talk about what I call the fools. Okay, okay. So he had a girlfriend. Her name is Katie Malvin. I think her name is blah blah blah. Katie, we'll call her. She had a boyfriend to follow her kids. His name was was it Ziggy? We'll call him Ziggy. I think it's and We'll just call him that. And then we had a gang leader. His last name was Garcia. Okay, so Charlie talked to Katie. Okay, so they was, had been together, intimately. You see what I'm saying? So, all right. So, blah blah blah. Hey, you know somebody? He asked Katie. Katie, I think I might know somebody. I go down. Well, Charlie's like, hey, now what Charlie wanted to do is, hey, I want my hands clean though. Shit, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want to see nothing. Okay. Now Wendy, here's my thing. With her, you see what I'm saying? Uh, all this was about her, the whole thing. So that's why I'm calling these three people the fools, because hey, Katie, I mean, she didn't have nothing to do with that marriage, and Ziggy didn't. For sure, he was the guy that pulled the trigger. You see what I'm saying? So he did that, and then they had another guy. He was a gang leader or something. So he was supposed to be this and that. So and he was riding with him. Okay, so they were riding together, and they all, you know, Char- I mean, Charlie set it up. Okay, so boom, it all went down. And, hey, it was horrible. Okay, but the thing is, these idiots, you see, I call them the idiots because they they didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay, they thought, because Charlie, here's what he gamed on them. He snowed Katie. We got a problem with my brother-in-law, and I got to do something about this. Well, Katie, I guess she want to be cool. Well, I got somebody that can do this and that, blah blah blah. Okay, so it all goes down. But Charlie said, "Hey, I'm sitting back." Okay, so Katie, she talks to her, her boy. I think they were still together. Is they what was his name? Zigfredo Garcia, I think it was. Okay, and so she asked Fredo, okay, I got a little problem. Well, my somebody got a problem. Blah blah blah. But she didn't mention his name because that would have revealed that hey, she messing with him, and this is personal with Ziggy because they had kids together, so she didn't want to go down there. Okay, but she had filled them in on what they wanted to do with Dan. Okay, and then they were talking about the money. Okay, so Charlie already talked to him about some money. That was already, I'm gonna give this and that. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you that. Now I go down. Okay, so they all wanted to set it up. And it went down. You see what I'm saying? It was two, the gang leader Garcia and Ziggy. They rode from out of town and came in town into off Dan Markham, and that's how that it happened. But here's the thing, man. Look, y'all. I've been around a while. This never works out. Okay, all that. What happened was all y'all, Mom, Dad, and Charlie, Katie, Ziggy, and Garcia, and of course the victims, that would be Dan Markham, his mom Ruth, and his dad Bill. Okay, all of these characters in this movie, written and directed by Wendy Adelman. So she's the architect of this. Okay, none of this would have went down if she hadn't came crying with to Charlie and Mom and starting all this friction between her and Dan. Okay, so that's how that went down. it was personal, and she got everybody in her family in it. Okay, oh, but it all went sideways because all this movie like murder shit. That's what it was. I guess Charlie thought he was a superstar or whatever. He had a big car. He was a big shot. Big women. Blah blah blah. He thought he was all that. So he thought, hey, I'm a godfather too. I'm gonna set all this shit up. And boom, we gonna knock off your husband for you, sis, baby sis. Don't worry, I got you. Boom, spin the clock to to now. Okay, mom's getting ready to go to jail. Charlie, he's already in jail. Katie's in jail. Ziggy's in jail. Garcia's in jail. Wendy's getting ready to go to jail. And Donna's already been arrested. Harvey too. Now he's the least of the, culpability of the family. I think what Harvey did, he just sat back. Okay. But he let it happen. So that's the problem. So he's in it too. Okay. So here we go. All the characters. Okay. And then Dan Markham, he was the man. The way they did him, drove up on him, to, Garcia and Ziggy, and Ziggy, he pulled the trigger, her boyfriend, I don't know how she would, direct him to do that. And then knowing that all this is going to go sideways, man, this shit don't work. Okay, so now I saw her in court, Katie as he got convicted. I saw Ziggy as he's going to jail. I saw Garcia going to jail. Charlie's going to jail. He looked like, the nerve my ass, man. You set all that up. So he going to jail. Now Wendy's kind of, you can look at the terrified look in her eyes. She knows she getting ready to go down. And Donna, when they caught her and Harvey, they was getting ready to go to Vietnam. They was getting ready to roll. They getting ready to book up. Okay, damn near got there. Almost got there, like Jam says. We almost got there. Oh, but here come the police. Oh boy. So the movie, I guess y'all thought this shit was gonna go down and y'all gonna get away, blah blah blah, and all things actually weren't going well because you had just talked to your son, Donna, okay, and what you told him, hey, I'm damn near, I want to kill myself. See, I've been following this too, y'all. So listen. All right, so all that went down, okay, and she just got arrested, but she had that conversation with them, and she was talking about, yeah, I'm thinking about kill myself, or I'll leave town, I'll do this, I'll do that. And Harvey, he just goes. I think Harvey is kind of like just a guy that kind of just want to just go along the ride. He don't say much, or he don't get smart with Donna. I think she runs it. Okay, my mom, Donna Adelman. She runs that. Okay, so all this though, as you boil it down, it's all about Wendy. Okay. She's got damn near 8 people serving life sentences. That's the way it's gonna go down. It's going down right now. Charlie's got life. Katie, life. Ziggy, life. Garcia, I think he's got life. Donna, she's 74, 73. And she's going to jail. And and Harvey, he's gonna probably say blah blah blah. Now I just heard Wendy talking about well, me and Dad, we kind of innocent. They get ready to try to save their ass, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, and so as we talk about this, this case, and Donna, I don't know why I keep on saying Donna, but Donna Adelson, she's going to trial now, so they get ready to do that. So, and she's going to be found guilty. And by the way, they had others, in this deal, but they're kind of like on the outside, like ex-boyfriends, girlfriends. But the ex-boyfriend of Wendy, he kind of got on the stand and said, hey, she was trying to set me up for that murder. So I think she had something on her mind, by the way, and they also uh, saw her, driving by the day of the murder. And to me, what I was looking at, and maybe she was just checking it out just to see what's the job done. So, this whole thing, and it's already 3 or 4 people already in fail. When this is all going down, when it all goes down, you go see, I think 8 people serving life sentences for something that one young lady was unhappy with her marriage, and she decided, hey, I can solve this problem by killing my husband. Because it's all gonna go down like that. She's gonna get, hey, they gonna get her. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that case. It's a big case. We'll talk about it more. And tomorrow we'll talk about some football. But big case, this is Real Life Live, and I enjoyed talking about that. And but hey, it's all about that Wendy, and everybody's gonna fall for her, going to jail for her. Wow. Merry Christmas or whatever you want. Happy New Year. All right, we'll be back.